Today we're going to read Messes of Dresses. All right. Who is rich? One who is satisfied with what he has. In a house on a corner inside a big tree lived sweet Sunny Gittel, so happy was she that her friends all adored her, no one could ignore her. They loved to come over for cookies and tea. Her house was quite small, the rooms barely fit her. The doorway, oh my, it could hardly admit her. Her kitchen was snug, her living room bare, except for a table and one little chair, plus a raggedy sofa in need of repair. And a pot of geraniums ready to bloom, and a yellow canary that sang in fine tune. Of books she had one, a small siddur, quite old, with a blue velvet cover and letters of gold. On a hook on one wall was a green dress, all dotty, which Gittel would wear when her blue one was spotty. That's all she needed, that's all that she had, and she always felt happy and never felt sad. As she fed her canary and swept up the floor, Gittel heard a loud knock, knock, knock at the door. She smiled and she pulled the front door open wide to welcome a guest who stepped right inside. "I'm Sarah Sachs," said the guest. "How are you?" "I've come all the way from Fifth Avenue." "Have some tea, if you please. I hope you can stay," answered Gittel, who treated guests just the right way. Sarah sat on the sofa and took a long look and said, "Gittel, you've only one dress on that book." "Yes, I know," answered Gittel. "No need to keep staring. I keep that dress nice and clean, and that's all I need. 2 dresses, that's it," was all Sarah could splurt. What happens if both of them fall in the dirt? Or if a plate of noodles with ketchup and cheese falls from a shelf and makes stains upon these? Or what if you sit down on glitter and glue and black magic marker and shoe polish too? Then what would you wear, Gittel? What would you do? A green dress and a blue dress are simply too few," answered Gittel. "2 dresses are just fine for me. I'm satisfied with what I have, don't you see?" There was no stopping Sarah. She fished in her bag and pulled out 5 dresses, each one with a tag. 5 dresses so fancy that Gittel's jaw dropped. 5 dresses so stunning that Gittel's eyes popped. "This dress made by Lucci is silvery silk. This one made by Svent is the color of milk. This pink tweedy suit came from Tallery's store. Don't tell me that you've never been there before. This shiny gold made by Dana Collide has lovely lace lilies that go down the side. And the grandest of them all, Ganouk de la Rent, is bespangled with beads. It's all money well spent." "I don't know," began Gittel. "My dresses are plain, with fine clothing like this. I can't walk in the rain." "That's silly," cried Sarah. "No problem at all. Just put on a new dress and let that one fall. There's more where these came from, all brilliant and new," exclaimed Sarah Sachs from Fifth Avenue. After that day, Gittel started to change. She had dresses to try on and hooks to arrange. 5 new hooks for 5 new dresses on her wall. Then more and still and more, they filled the front hall. Hooks, 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 were all over the house. On the walls of the bedroom she hung every blouse. On the walls of the living room, lengthwise and down, Gittel busied herself, hanging every new gown. No room to serve cookies and tea anymore. There were hooks in the kitchen and on the front door. And this is how Gittel lived week after week, so busy with hooks she had no time to speak. She thought about dresses all night and all day. She had no time for friends and no room to play. She talked about dresses until they said, "Quit it." Now Gittel seemed different. They had to admit it. And soon they stopped coming to pay her a call. and sweet sunny Gittel had no friends at all. Still, Sarah Sachs came every day to her door with dresses and dresses and dresses galore. Isn't it fun, Gittel? Don't you look great? With so many clothes you can always rotate. There's no need to wash and there's no need to wait. From now on, my dear, you will never be late. And late for what? Burst out Gittel. She stared at the wall. And where would I go? I have no friends at all. I can't move in the house. It is no longer cheerful. These messes of dresses are making me tearful. Oh, how did this silliness all come to be? Well, now I will fix it. Just watch and you'll see. So Gittel began. She took down every dress and unhooked every hook till she cleaned up the mess. She looked at Miss Sachs and knew just what to say. You must take all these things someplace quite far away. And please, you must do it right now. Yes, today. I've learned something special, and here's what I know. Ezehu ashir ha sameach bechelko. To be rich and happy, you don't need a lot, and just need to enjoy what you've already got. So Sarah Sachs piled all the clothes up so high on the back of a truck and then waved goodbye. Away went the dresses of silver and blue, the blouses, the suits, and the fancy gowns too. Gittel entered her neat little house in the tree with a smile on her face and a heart full of glee. She picked up her siddur and said every word. She watered her flowers and fed her small bird. She baked sugar cookies and made some fresh tea. And she said, how I love being just plain old me.